let's get to this next one. I'm really excited to see
Mew²
versus FX Dakpo.
I wasn't sure if that was a transition, if you were throwing it over to me or what, but
Yeah, I was gonna do that, but
I'll pick up on it next time. You know, it's been a minute since we've commentated Smash 4 together,
it
but
has.
certainly a lot of fun.
All right, so Mew², known for being the Pokemon master. Dakpo, known for being one of the senseis for a lot of people over out there in UNT and Denton.
And this time he's repping the Trepo tag, giving a shout out to the man behind this venue itself.
Yes.
Trey from FX.
Thank
We
you
love
for
you.
home.
The best.
All
But
right.
Mew², playing a character like Mewtwo, I think, might be a bit tricky against a character like ZSS just because of how big Mewtwo is.
He's big and he's outclassed in speed. I mean, the thing is that Mewtwo does well is like he has cool moves that have kill power. Like Shadow Claw is dope, but you're a fat target and you're gonna get bopped. Like you don't like as soon as he hits up B, you don't DI that. You just die.
Forget the up B, even those up airs. I mean, how was he even supposed to get out of that?
You figure out how to air dodge in between the shots. It's up to if Dakpo misses the link, then you can air dodge through it and fast fall down. But even then, there's moments if he knows he messed it up, he'll fast fall to match you. It's pretty scary in this game. Like in terms of aerial presence, it almost feels like there's aerial footsies. He's doing it a second time, and he's gonna somehow survive here.
Yeah,
but he's in poor positioning.
Percent was a bit too low, and he wasn't quite towards the very edge of that right side before that up B executed.
Yeah.
But still, we're already seeing how problematic this is for Mew². He hasn't been able to get very much, and whenever you look at how much Mew² is able to get from an opening in neutral, comparing it to how much Dakpo gets, you can see the drastic difference in both percents as well as stocks.
No, absolutely. And I mean, the thing is that with ZSS, you combo so heavily. Up air is such an important part. Nair is such an important part. The problem is with the characters, sometimes it's hard to open up. That's why you see a lot of ZSS have an over-reliance on dash attack like that. That's going to be curtains. Just that young drift to fair, you know, we take those. We take those.
It's one of my favorite things about Dakpo is that he's not afraid to claim what's his.
Yeah.
He wasn't afraid. He just fell all the way. He said, I know you're going to air dodge, and I know that this is the one moment where I'm going to be able to punish you so hard for doing so. I love it when it all comes together, man.
It's all about risk management, man. Like, that's so important in this game. Like, the thing is that you have now, in this game, you have access to greater tools that allow, you have easier access to tools that allow you to do things like risk management, right? And the thing is that risk management allows you to drift all over the stage because you have so much aerial presence. Because recoveries are so good. There's fair to fairs.
Don't let that last game fool you. Mewtwo is by no means helpless, especially if he can get some of those openings. And we saw the usage of the down tilt beforehand, clipping Dakpo's feet and allowing Mew² to start off pretty strong in Game 2. But again, Dakpo doesn't need much. He needs really one solid opening, and this could be just it. Mew² somehow able to make it back onto the stage. I wasn't a big fan of the roll either.
Yeah, because not only did he lose positioning, he was also facing the wrong way. He couldn't convert well. I mean, the only option you have whenever you're not facing them, I mean, the quickest option you have is like something like Nair, but you don't get much off of it with Mewtwo. Ooh, he tries to follow up with that up air. This is exactly where Mew² doesn't want to be, above a ZSS. Those boots, they're pricey.
Oh,
no!
I think he missed the pivot towards the left before popping the up B.
Yeah, he did. That was a small tactical flub. In this game, pivoting is very different than Melee. The sensitivity on the stick is very, very sensitive in comparison to something like Melee.
And this might be where it gets a bit tough for Dakpo to land some of those KOs. We talked about, and we didn't even need to talk, we saw just how devastating ZSS can be, especially when it comes to those mid-range percents. But as soon as you get closer to these triple digits, those up airs start being a little less reliable to combo into that up B. So for Dakpo, he's going to need to find a pretty solid read, or like just a great Trump back air.
Yeah,
that'll do it too. That'll do, Dakpo. That'll do.
Because, I mean, at that point, up B is phenomenal. It's still good. But back air and fairs are his bread and butter. From at high percentages, this character can kill very easily off the sides and off the top. You just got to be aware of how to combo into it, like I've been saying, man. Okay, so in neutral, this is expect a lot of nairs into fairs into not deaths yet. But a good rebuttal from Mew² is going to keep him alive.
This is that mid percent that I was talking about before, and this is where Dakpo is going to be looking to capitalize. He almost connects with that boost kick, but Mew² is able to fall just out of it and prevent Dakpo from connecting with that final hit that he needed.
There's the follow-ups. Trying to F-tilt there. No back air. That's excellent patience, though, from Dakpo, because he could have gone out there and whiffed and done something, but he also could have missed and then given up a lot of position to Mew², who also has a ton of rage. That's a problem.
Don't be fooled. Even though the percents are looking very good for Mew², I'd say that this is probably his best chance of bringing this game back.
Correct. He has a fair amount of rage, and if he can hit fair, and the ZSS is probably done. Dakpo is at such a high percentage, and she's rather glassy.
How did he miss that grab?
Wow.
I'm gonna have to rewind that one. Oh, and Mew². Maybe he was able to smash DI just out of it. He gets the fair, and we're going to game number 3. That was huge from Mew².
Yeah.
He was able to deal with Dakpo at the mid percent, make it so that he wasn't able to find those confirms that he really needed to seal those stocks early. And when it came to the late game, that's when we saw some great KO options out of Mew². The forward airs, the up throws, everything really came his way.
Yeah.
If he can survive past the hell that is that percentage between about, what would you say? Basically from like 0 to probably like 85 or 90. I'd say that's like when it's really scary.
Yeah. The thing that's so prominent in this game at mid level is the fact that if you can maintain your you can maintain the percentage that you're at, and you can force them into around the 60s and 70s and whatnot, more than likely you have them in a classy enough place that you can just make that simple hit confirm into it. That's what makes this game so scary, is knowing when to commit to something, because this game is all about commitments. It's different than a lot of the other games. Even when you shield, you're committing to at least 11 frames of something that you just can't do anything but shield. So it's pretty scary in some ways.
Certainly, and something that we have to praise Mew² on is he was patient when it came to pulling the trigger. He chose his opportunities really wisely. He got a percentage here, a percentage there. Whenever he'd throw out certain moves, he'd do them in ways where it was really difficult for Dakpo to punish. I think a lot about even as he was coming onto the stage, he'd fall past the ledge just so he could sneak in some extra damage before zapping towards the stage itself.
Yeah.
And little things like that allowed him to stay in there.
This game is a lot about patience. More so than the other games, where it's a lot of forced aggression, or just naturally the mechanics allow you to be a lot more aggressive. This game is buffing a lot of the defensive mechanics that you have. Shield's actually good in this game. It's pretty scary that I can actually have a legit option to like not get destroyed. Okay, so you saw that? He was there in the perfect position. He could have gone for fair. He just waited. He just said, I know that you're going to try to move around me. I'm going to punish the reaction because there is still latency at the end of it. There's so much patience being displayed here from Dakpo.
Now we've seen Mew² in this position in the end of that last game. Let's see if he can claw his way back into this set.
All about threat zones here, guys. Ooh, interesting.
He sometimes likes going for the jab into the up tilt into the up smash, but it didn't have the right trajectory whenever the up tilt connected to set up for the eternal cosmic power.
Because he'd have to be directly above him, yeah? Ooh, what was that?
I think Dakpo's mash game may have actually hurt him there more than anything else. He was able to get out of the grab, but I don't think I think he maybe buffered something that he didn't want to, and it put him out of range of being able to recover.
Yeah, that's strange. Interesting. Up air? Yeah. That would have covered it, but Dakpo saw it coming, because this game is a lot about Yomi in a lot of ways, right? That is going to take him off the top. For instance, these moments that you're seeing off stage is where it's really prominent, because you see Mew² coming back on and Dakpo just chilling and saying, I'm going to wait for your up. I know you're going to choose something. So it becomes him saying, maybe I won't actually do the air dodge and defeat your option of that and just go straight back to the stage. The last hit of up B taking into here, keeping him close to the center stage. This is a battle for stage control right here.
I think Dakpo's done a good job of picking up on some of Mew²'s tendencies in regards to air dodges, but that aerial drift that Mewtwo has made it really difficult for Dakpo to punish.
Yeah.
Right off stage. He's not afraid to go deep for his kills as well, but see if it might cost him. He has a percent advantage, but can Dakpo bring it back? He doesn't need very much. He has stage control again.
He's doing a good job of using Zair here because it's a quick move that can't really get punished from that range. And he's been looking for a lot of the disjointed options that he has available to him. Nairs, gun, as well as Zair. Ooh, he read the roll going backwards. He felt like he put enough pressure on him. The follow-up after the dash attack to take him. The awkward handshake at the end.
Yeah, Mew² certainly disappointed. And it would have been quite the winners finals, wouldn't it? Because we think about Denti and Dakpo. These are two players who have been, you know, really seasoned veterans. These are two players who we both expect in grand finals.
Yeah.
And to see them both potentially having to fight their way through losers against some of these up-and-comers,
yeah,
would have been wonderful. Would have been wonderful. But Mew², he came close. He came so close. But at the end, I think one thing that Dakpo did really well was he stopped trying to go for the up airs, right?
Yeah.
And he positioned himself more where he could connect with the bear. Because even if Mew² drifts in left, or if he drifts right, he's still safe. But if he drifts towards the left, then he's going even more into the back end.
Correct. Yeah.
Whereas, like, if he was trying to punish with an up air, then if you drift either way, then you're okay. So, just weird things to think about.
Think about threat zones and options and what is the worst punish you could possibly take and understand what you want to avoid.